Okay, I didn't know who owns this stuff, but he has, right? You might not too close to me if you don't mind. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, we'll ask if it's private property, but he can feel from out here. And if anybody wants to answer his questions, he's willing to feel. Is that good with you? Okay.
We are going to get some answers of how La Colaborativa has private property under a bridge. Now, that is extremely rare in the United States because bridges are almost all owned by the government. So they actually did get this area under the bridge as private property. On a technicality, they got it as private parking. Although, with the exception of this Mercedes, I don't see too many other cars here. The lease for La Colaborativa is 28 pages long. Now, one section of one page refers to the parking lot. The lease exempts La Colaborativa from standard procurement laws. They didn't have to go through public bidding or any standard competitive process usually required for state property leases. There also is no mention of how much La Colaborativa is paying to lease this space. The lease also only refers to them owning a portion of the parking lot. So, is it right for taxpayer money to be given to a nonprofit in this secretive of a manner? Given this shady lease, it's pretty convenient that the president of the board at La Colaborativa is a detective at the Chelsea Police Department. There's obviously a lot being hidden from us, and I think we're still at the tip of the iceberg. The biggest grant to La Colaborativa was $5 million from Atrius Health Equity Foundation, which is a subsidiary of a for-profit company called Optum. And who owns Optum? United Healthcare, the biggest health insurance company in the United States. Why would a health insurance conglomerate pump money into a nonprofit that houses illegal immigrants? Now, could it be to gain access to a database of millions of people who are here illegally? There's clearly very big companies that are wrapped up in this, and my investigation into these NGOs will continue. If you'd like to help me, please email me at nate@natefriedmanshow.com. Now, I'd like to leave you with a few things that have been on my mind consistently while working on this video. Every city council member in Boston, every congressman, the governor, and the senators in Massachusetts are all Democrat. There's nobody to push back on any of this. Boston says they want diversity, just not diversity in ideas. Look, every person we spoke to dodged basic questions. Why does everything need to be so hidden from the people that are paying to facilitate it? You or I can't look up any of the forms of how much money is specifically going to migrants within these NGOs. There are very few exceptions. There are practically no line items in the contracts that detail where our money is going. I also think that no-bid contracts should not be a thing. That builds very little trust with the American people. Overall, there is a huge lack of transparency as to